The Roc Saves Sindbad. Sindbad was not only an Arabic merchant, but also was he an adventurer. All his voyages were full of adventures of very strange type. One day, as usual, he set out for another marine journey. On the go, they wanted to anchor their ship somewhere in the middle of the sea to take rest. While they were in such a thought, they saw an island. The ship was directed to that island. It seemed to the mariners to be entirely an isolated place. The captain warned them not to go deep into the island. Some of the crew, including Sindbad, got into a boat and moved to the shore. They collected some fruit from there and returned. Meanwhile, Sindbad found a turf and fell on it to rest. Soon he fell asleep. When he woke up, it was late evening, and there was no sign of the ship anywhere. It had already gone. Desperately, Sindbad decided to explore the island. While walking in the morning, he saw something very large in front of him in white. He stood by it and walked about it, but he could not understand what it was. Suddenly, he saw a very large bird, the mariners called a roc, flying down to the ground and sitting on the white object. Only then, Sindbad got that it was an egg. Sindbad got a new idea, and he tied his body to the leg of the bird with a long cloth and waited for the bird to fly away. As he expected, the bird flew away in the morning and reached another island. It hovered round about a valley and stooped down, seeing a serpent. Not to waste time thinking over, Sindbad loosened the knot and slipped down into the valley. Sindbad looked around. He saw about tremendous cliffs with steep slopes. He ascertained that the escape was not possible. On the ground, he saw rubies, emeralds, sapphire, etc. of larger size. He sat on a rock and thought of a way to escape. Suddenly, he saw some large pieces of meat, somewhat into his same size. Falling down from the above, he waited there to see what happened. Suddenly, a very large eagle hovered down and hooked one of the meat pieces to its talons and hovered up back. Sindbad got a new idea, and he took a piece of meat and tied it to his back and lay still on the floor. Another eagle came down and took that piece of meat. It flew into its nest and started tearing it off with its sharp beak. Sindbad made a long cry, and he struggled heavily to frighten the bird. The bird flew away, and Sindbad got down from its nest. That bird and the nest was of a diamond merchant. It was their way of picking up diamonds from the valley they threw meat into the valley, and some diamonds stuck on it. When the birds took it up, they got some diamonds left in the nest. All those merchants had marked some birds and their nest. Sindbad gave some of the biggest diamonds to the merchants, and in return he sent him to his country in a ship.